BLAQ Brilliance, shining a memoir of motivational moments found within as defining the purpose of one's humanity. Today I introduce you to Michelle Stoddart.
My name is Michelle Stoddart. I'm the VP of Community Development for Resorts World, and you're watching BLAQ Brilliance. I was excited about the challenge of working in a place that's going to bring a new dimension to what Queens has to offer. The USTA. Queens has Citi Field. Queens has both airports, major airports in this region. So to have, something completely different, completely new, and so dynamic coming to the borough, I was like, I gotta get with that. They had these massive job fairs. There were announcements in all the papers. And so I went over there. And signed up and kind of felt my way around. Somebody called me and said, "Oh, we got your resume, and we also got a recommendation. So your name came up twice, and we want to talk to you." So I went in, did the interview. You have to really lean on telling them what you're gonna bring to the table. I think it worked. And, I got a call back and kept meeting the next person. Going into Resorts World was new. And I looked at it as an exciting challenge. Going to Resorts World Casino for me was huge. Not only are you going to a brand new entity, a brand new industry within New York City, it was an international company. And I kept going online, and we've been in business for 10 years here. So back in the day, the internet was not, as robust as it was today. So doing the research was a little challenging about this company that was foreign to most of us here in the United States. So I went over there with a lot of curiosity, but I had to also go over there with determination, speaking in a manner that told them that I had the strength, the drive, and the passion to do the job that was in front of me. I ended up crafting my title. I ended up crafting my way forward, not necessarily going in with what was put on paper. And I've come to learn that the culture of the casino is being able to think on your feet, being able to listen to what the person is saying that they need, being very flexible.
True freedom comes when we no longer need to be special in the eyes of other people, because we are good enough made in the hands of the Creator. Be yourself. Get the job.
I'm a secret competitive person. So, let's say by day I'm all laid back, and then by night I'm like, I must win that game. So I went in and, really wanted to bring myself to the table. After going through that interview, I think I was interviewed by about 6 people, I realized, all I have is myself to bring to the table. So that's what I'm gonna lay out there. I really wanted to, show that passion and show myself, and didn't worry about my hair, didn't worry about my blouse, didn't worry about, the old jacket that I had on. The 2 different blacks, because, one jacket, the jacket is not as worn as the pants, so it's like 2 blacks, right? But if you shed all of that and you put it to the side and you really just bring your personality and your knowledge, and you're able to articulate your skill set, that is what's going to not only get you in the door and move you on to the next level, but get you that job. I came here to go to college. So my formative years were spent in Jamaica. And, my mom had always been with me, both my parents and my sister. I have a big family, and so I've always been surrounded and sheltered. In my household, we went to 3 different churches. My dad was Methodist, my mom was United Presbyterian, and my grandmother was actually Baptist. Needless to say, I have a very grounded Christian background. I mentioned growing up in Jamaica. My father was Mr. Community. He not only was the president of the local Rotary Club, he went all the way in that organization to get what's called a Paul Harris Fellow, which is the highest honor you can get from the Rotary Club. So I grew up building those bus shelters, building those community gardens. And then you had my mom, who was a Girl Guide counselor for the Western region. And I grew up as a Girl Guide, as a brownie, that's the little ones. And I just was always out in the community with them. So it's what I know. And it's where I saw my family being passionate, and certainly when I got an opportunity to walk in that path, it's certainly the thing that I found most fulfilling. My mom is somebody who came from a poor community in Jamaica, West Indies. Growing up hearing the story that my mom's artwork was given to the Governor General of Jamaica and that it was given to the Queen of England. She has her painting, she's an artist, and she has her work in Buckingham Palace. Knowing that and just knowing, how mind-blowing that is, I have always pushed myself to accomplish the next thing. It just kind of sets the standard for your life. You have something to aspire towards. Picking up the art brush literally just happened a couple years ago. This is new, and all this time I never tried to paint, I never tried to do anything. So for me, I always tried to be the one who appreciated art. I would go to art galleries. One of the best days I ever spent with my mom was walking through the Museum of Natural History. I saw her come to life in ways that I've just never seen before. She was like, "Oh, can I be a docent here? This would be amazing." Just really just soaking it all in. Like I saw, what it meant to her to be an artist. I get excited about her work, and what I was watching was her getting excited about the masters that she had studied. She has a master's degree in art history, and to actually see the works that, if you're in Jamaica, the island, you're seeing it in a book. And now here we are walking through the museum and actually seeing the masters hanging in front of us, the originals. The reaction that I was able to see her have was just something I'll never forget. That was a special moment for us. The most fascinating thing that happened to me being with Resorts World was getting an opportunity to set up a gallery space there. I was walking one day when we just opened up and saw 2 blank walls, and I said, "What are we gonna put here?" Because every other space had something, and nobody could respond. Like whatever was supposed to go there had not yet arrived, or whatever it was. And I said, "Can I have them?" Just really not having an idea what I was gonna do, but I said, "Could I have these 2 spaces?" And quickly the idea formed that I could reach out to the community. Our first exhibit was actually showing the photographs of all the jazz musicians that are on the jazz trail. So there's so many famous jazz artists that lived in Queens, and we were able to showcase them to our more than 20,000 people who are coming in per day into the space. We did Louis Armstrong, we did J. Cal, we worked with the Queens Botanical Garden, local artists that we would discover, and we would bring them in and have them display their work there. And, it really resonated with our guests. We worked with a nursing home, and the residents got the opportunity to come over and see their work hanging in a gallery space and come with their kids and grandkids. And the amazement of the grandkids and the kids finding out that their parents could produce such great work. And that's how we got started with creating the Red Wall Gallery. Just stepping back and seeing that happen is what gives me joy. The first thing we realized at Resort is that our guests are our neighbors. As I mentioned before, they're coming from right across the street. They're a train ride away. Home is not too far. So those are our friends and our families that we may end up seeing, once a week, twice a week. We become very familiar with the person who is coming on to our property. So we have to treat them well, just like how you would try to treat your neighbor and your friends well. So everybody who comes through that door is greeted like a friend, because with familiarity, they were going to become family. I am the chair of the board for Jamaica Center for Arts and Learning, and I joined that board as a volunteer. I loved representing the arts and entertainment hub in Jamaica, Queens. And there was a lot of work to be done, but we really, I feel, turned that place into, a rock star. We made that place lively, we made that place vibrant, and we're really sorry that COVID happened, because we felt like the board and the staff and just the audience were on the crux of just having a spectacular year. 2020 was going to be spectacular. So we can't wait for us to be out of COVID, so that Jamaica Center for Arts and Learning, along with its performance base, Jamaica Performing Arts Center, can just get back to contributing to the community by providing rehearsal space, by providing performance space, by bringing world-class exhibits to Queens, and by allowing local artists the opportunity to be able to showcase their work to the community and beyond. We would like you to visit Jamaica Center for Arts and Learning on our website at www.jcal.org. And if you want to learn more about Resorts World, please go to rwnewyorkspelledout.com. I am driven to be at the table. I am at a lot of tables and in a lot of spaces all by myself, or maybe you see one or two other folks in the room, but I seek out mentors now that can encourage me to stand tall in those rooms, to bring my best self, and to, most importantly, keep that door open for the next person to come with me. I have a friend who was always saying, "Why are you always bringing somebody with you?" Because you must. You must bring someone else to the table. What's next for me? I want to do so much more work with the community, And I think I will look to maybe start my own nonprofit, and so I'd be able to support women in business, and being able to bring resources to women who have a dream and watching those dreams flourish. My name is Michelle Stoddart, and this is BLAQ Brilliance.